Hi, welcome to Atheist Church. Now I heard on the news, as I'm sure did most of you, that Pat Robertson, one of our good Christian leaders, hearing about the disaster in Haiti, immediately pledged his support and his sympathies for the people there. Oh wait, no he didn't. He decided to condemn them and say that they deserved it because they'd made a deal with the devil? That it was God punishing them? Pat. So I thought it would be an appropriate response to make a Pat Robertson voodoo doll. So I googled Pat Robertson voodoo doll and found that a few people were already selling Pat Robertson voodoo dolls on eBay. Good for them. The money from the sale of these voodoo dolls will go to help Haiti. I thought you might like to make your own, and today I'm going to show you how to make a Pat Robertson voodoo doll. Get some of this t-shirt transfer paper. There's lots of different brands. The next step is to get a good picture of Pat Robertson. I couldn't find one that was satisfactory online, so I just went and knocked on the door of his mansion, and when he answered the door, I snapped a picture. He was holding his money close to him. I imagine this is how we find him most of the time. And I thought it was rather appropriate that he was wearing his clown pants. The real Pat Robertson shows through. That's why the TV cameras usually just stay up here. So then, with the image loaded in, we go ahead and load some of this transfer paper into the printer. This is kind of like watching Pat Robertson be born. It's really exciting. Kind of makes me wish somebody had used better birth control. Alright, and there we have it. The iron-on transfer for our Pat Robertson voodoo doll. Okay, so I thought I was all ready to iron here, but I read the instructions, which I assure you is not normal for me. And it said that I should cut the image out, leaving a 1/8 inch border around the image first. So I'm going to do that now while the iron heats up. We got our little Pat Robertson voodoo doll getting started here. So I decided to make my Pat Robertson doll out of an old t-shirt, and then we place the image to be transferred. I hope that the magical properties of the voodoo doll start immediately. I hope that as I'm ironing it, Pat Robertson is somewhere screaming in pain. Now that it's had a chance to cool, I'll start down on the foot because that's where I left one of the biggest areas around it. We got a big old clown foot. Ah, beautiful. Pat Robertson with a bag of money, in clown pants, voodoo doll, ready to go. Yeah. So now we're almost there. We have an inside-out Pat Robertson doll waiting to be sewn and stuffed. Now, if your hand shakes too much from all the drugs you did in the 60s, you might want to ask your wife if she'll do the sewing around the edge of Pat Robertson. Take a minute to say hi to your baby. Hi, this silly little monkey. Hi, this silly little monkey. And now I would just cut along the edges, leaving a little bit of a border. And it's very tempting to just cut his head off, so you want to resist that. That fun comes later. And then we have our Pat Robertson doll ready to be turned inside out. I'm being very gentle as I turn it inside out, because the iron-on graphic will crack a little bit. I'm trying to minimize that by not treating it too rough. Now as I turn it inside out, when I get to the legs, I'm using a pencil. And now we have our Pat Robertson all ready to start stuffing. So I'm almost done stuffing Pat Robertson. I experimented with using cut-up t-shirts to stuff him, and using actual cotton to stuff him, and then I decided I'd go ahead and use something that's actually near and dear to the heart of Pat Robertson. So I'm almost done, just gotta get a couple more $100 bills in here and he should be good and ready to go. There you go, Pat, you like that, don't you? We're almost done. Alright, and the end result, a lovely Pat Robertson voodoo doll. He's happy to see you. You happy to see me, Pat? Oh, we have all kinds of fun we're going to have together. Be sure to enjoy your Pat Robertson voodoo doll. Someone asked me what use is a voodoo doll to an atheist. I have good news. Voodoo works every bit as well for atheists as it does for anyone else. Sticking needles in him is the least of his problems, though. I'm taking this Pat Robertson doll to gay pride parades. I'm gonna watch all kinds of pornography with him, and I'm gonna set him in a room when I'm off at work with my CD playing on repeat, just over and over again. Oh, you're gonna love it, Pat. I can't wait till I go to sleep tonight. We're gonna cuddle. Now, on a serious note, those of you out there who actually care about Haiti and don't want to spend your time making snotty remarks about them and using it to claim some victory for your religion, Christians in particular, this is a guy saying this horrible stuff in your name. So show him he's wrong. Send money to support the relief efforts in Haiti. As for you atheists out there, there are plenty of secular charities doing work there, and I'm going to put a link to a bunch of them in the description of this video. So please, let's show Haiti that Pat Robertson does not represent us as Americans, and let's respond and show our care and our concern for these people during a really, really terrible time for them. Thanks. Look at that bald spot! He's going bald because he angered God. He made a deal with the devil. Yell at him. Yeah, you want to eat his head? I understand.